Hi guys, this is Janit Madhavya once again with another Bollywood review for you, and this time I'll be reviewing the Bollywood romantic comedy Cocktail. As I said before, it's a romantic comedy, and as in every romantic comedy that has come from Bollywood, this involves a love triangle, that is 3 people. The key characters in this particular movie are played by Saif Ali Khan, Deepika Padukone and model Diana Penty, who's making her film debut. So let's get right into the plot. Saif Ali Khan's character, whose name is Gautam, is basically a playboy. He basically, sees any beautiful woman, just walks up to her, manages to charm her and either makes out with her or sleeps with her. You can pretty much see that from the very first scene when the movie starts. Then you have Deepika Padukone, who's basically, once again, a very spoilt rich girl. Actually, I shouldn't say spoilt. She's a rich girl who basically misses her parents. Her parents are never there for her. She lives a very lonely life in London, in a posh London flat, where her parents keep sending her fat check every month to maintain a certain lifestyle and expenses for food. She basically has a very party type lifestyle. She goes out every night, she has a lot of drinks, she does drugs, and she sleeps around with anybody and everybody. We have Diana Penty. Diana Penty is actually the conservative girl. She is, I should say, maybe the audience's window into the entire situation, if I'm not wrong. She is the typical everyday person who's come to London in search of her husband. Unfortunately, when she does meet her husband, he disowns her and tells her to get out. So now she's basically left without a place to stay and without any money. At that point, Deepika Padukone is apparently partying somewhere, and she, through a series of events, lands up meeting Diana Penty in a restroom. They both start to talk, and eventually Deepika Padukone asks her to come over and stay with her. Now, simultaneously, Saif Ali Khan's story is also going on. In a chance encounter, Saif Ali Khan's Gautam manages to see Diana Penty's Meera, and seeing that she's so beautiful and a playboy that he is, he decides to hit on her. So, even before she starts the conversation, he just approaches her and tells her, "When shall I fix a date?" And she's like, "What is happening over here?" From then on, he basically goes on a rant on how much he loves her, and then he goes down on his knees and he tells her that you can be my wife and this and that. And she's eventually like telling him that I'm already somebody else's wife. But this particular encounter affects her so much that she remembers Saif Ali Khan properly. Now, as I mentioned before, Deepika Padukone's character and Diana Penty have both now shacking up together. Diana Penty basically talks to Deepika Padukone about her encounter with Saif Ali Khan in the airport. And as the movie progresses, both these girls are going out for a party in the night, and they just happen to see Saif Ali Khan, who happens to be a software engineer in the movie, having a meeting in one of the cafes. So they decide to take revenge on him for what he did to Diana Penty in the airport. So Deepika Padukone goes into the cafe and basically does the same thing Saif Ali Khan did to Diana Penty by saying, "Oh, you don't love me anymore and you've impregnated me and I'm with your child," and pretty much ruins the entire meeting for Saif Ali Khan. But Saif apparently takes this entire encounter in good stride and somehow lands up meeting Meera and Veronica in a nightclub, and all 3 of them get close. So close, in fact, that in their first encounter in the nightclub, Saif Ali Khan and Deepika Padukone both sleep together. And next morning, Diana Penty sees Saif Ali Khan in the house. So this basically sets up the movie and the love triangle. So let's talk about the direction by Homi Adjania is good in terms of presenting how the London atmosphere is. He's captured the spirit of the city really well. He's shown the nightlife really well. The movie looks good basically, whether it's a beach scene or a night scene or any other scene, it looks good. If there is a problem, it's not the director's fault, it's probably the script, I would say. Then what else is there? The pros and cons. Okay, the pros is that the first half of the movie is better than the second half of the movie. The first half of the movie, which concentrates on these people, these 3 characters' meetings and the complications that take place and the lies they have to say in order to protect themselves, has its very funny moments here and there. And most of the funny moments, in fact, are surrounding the supporting players, that is basically Dimple Kapadia and Boman Irani. Those 2 guys were really good. They were really funny. They actually gave some chuckles. Unfortunately, though, the number of scenes in the first half of those were very few. The second half of the movie, unfortunately, becomes your typical melodramatic trash, which I found to be a little painful. I mean, the most important thing for me in a love triangle story is that the love should be palpable between the 3 people. Here it just seemed forced. Those are the cons. What about the acting? Okay, that if I were to say 2 words what the acting is, it's a mixed bag. There were certain people who were good, there were certain people who are bad. There were certain people, in fact, who were good in certain scenes and bad in certain scenes. Saif Ali Khan. Saif Ali Khan actually played the playboy role really well. But then in other scenes where he was required to do some serious acting about the love and the relationship, he wasn't good. I mean, this is the kind of guy who can do a role like Langda Tyagi. I mean, I know he's a damn good actor, and I would have wanted something more from him. Same thing for the two females. Both of them, although I would say Diana, being her first film and all, you can't really blame her. She was very wooden. I mean, she didn't act well. She didn't have any subtlety. Deepika Padukone went over the top, in my opinion. I mean, she's supposed to play this flamboyant, slutty, if I should say, kind of girl who's basically has a lot of personal problems, and she's kind of letting it out by maintaining and living this kind of lifestyle. And she's not really the person who she's pretending to be in the movie. The music was very nice, and it pretty much captured the audience's attention. In fact, the only saving grace of the movie was the songs, which was actually better than the movie itself. So what's the final verdict of the film? I would give the film 2.5 stars out of 5. So anyways, let me know what you thought of the movie. Leave your comments, leave your views, leave your thoughts. I would like to read them for sure. And don't forget to click the like button. And don't forget to subscribe to Bollywood Hangover. And I will see you soon for the next movie review. So take care and adios.